Like, we need to kinda be defensive because of insane pressure this provides. Alright. Gaining 4 life a turn and dealing 4 damage a turn. I like it. That's how we do it. My friend, I think you absolutely miscalculated. Unholy Annex. And we need to survive at least 1 turn with this, because in like 1 or 2 turns we will fully stabilize and we're okay. But we just need to survive this one moment. And man, we're actually life gaining so much. Man, we are life gaining from this and from Shelly. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we'll break top 100 mythic rank with Dimir Demon Control. Words you never expected you will hear today. And here we are. And I'll tell you, man, the card that we'll talk about is way more fun and way more powerful than you think. But you need to sit in action to really appreciate it. So for 3 mana, we basically get like a Phyrexian Arena that costs us life, but a little bit more than usually. And we draw extra card. However, we don't draw at the upkeep, we draw at the end steps. You instantly get the new card. And the cool part, if you control a demon, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. And this is Control's dream. You draw cards and you life gain. And you also kill your opponent, by the way. And this gets amplified with Sheoldred. That's why we play 4 of them. Because if you draw cards this way, you can actually gain 4 life. You will sit in action. And the cool part about this card, you can create Demon with the Ritual Chamber, the other room that is baked into this card. So if you are in the late game, you just unlock it and you have Demon for free. If not, we always have Hidetsugu and Kairi, which is basically one of the best demons right now in Standard. Like, filtered by demons. There are not many of them, I tell you, man. And suddenly we are life gaining while drawing cards, and you will see how it completely swings the game in our direction. And I'll tell you, each one of today's games will be really exciting. So honestly, I would watch all of them, because even the last one will keep you at the edge of your seat, and I think we'll have great fun. So guys, before we go into this exciting gameplay for Dimir, I want to say a huge thank you to our absolute legend for today, Matt Spradlin. Really appreciate your support, man. And Matt was one of the veterans on the channel, so I really do appreciate it. And I'm so happy that you're enjoying the content every day. And this deck is for you, and I think you got a cool one. Like, Demon Control, like, what's better than this? So guys, enjoy the absolute glory of Dimir in High Mythic. Have fun. This will get counterspelled. However, they don't have enough mana to draw cards, so worst case it will be 1-for-1, and best case, well, it will be this. I still will go with a cut down, which is super scary. I have no idea what exactly I'm playing against. Oh, I see. Yep, I think I know exactly what I'm playing against. Don't splash the portal on me. Don't you dare. Man, they have the full combo already. Of course they do. Why wouldn't you have your combo? So this is a turn 3 Etali. I mean, why not? Into Liliana. Alright. Did they hit Etali with their Etali? So that means we roll the dice again? What was the card? Oh, the spare sound. You know what? I think we take it. A bit of a problem is, I really want Hidetsugu. Okay, this is ultra greedy. But we can, man, if we can survive a tally on turn 3, we can do everything with this deck. Alright. Let's go with this. Let's start like we should. And you know what? Man, I want to be the guy with Liliana. That's my goal in life. I just want to not be forced to discard cards every turn. So do we mill this guy? I mean, I don't think it matters too much, so let's mill him. Just making sure that if we ever go into supreme late game, we are ahead. Alright, don't tell me you have more. Please, don't. It's enough for one day. Don't. No, don't touch it. I have a really bad feeling about this one. Okay, Oculus is actually... it's a weird one. It is a weird one. The problem is that we have this. Man, I'm so regretting this cut down. This can be something, maybe. Do we actually go for this? I don't have great plays, to be absolutely honest. We can go for the demon, which is not the worst. Try to discard something, and Well, we cannot play Kairi. This is a 6/6, so it can block the Oculus, but they are getting more and more value every turn, and that's really bad for us. I could try to hit a cut down or Rona's Vortex, and you know what? This has some potential. Let's try it. If we discard... Okay. If we discard first, they will get rid of like Bounce Spell maybe or something. Alright, now we go Hidetsugu, and we easily draw a land and Rona's Vortex or cut down. Easy. Oh no, I did the wrong mana. Oh boy, this is not perfect. Alright, so we can go Rona's Vortex on top, I guess, because we cannot cast it on this turn. You know what, it's kinda okay, I guess, I hope, maybe. We need to leverage this hit. Okay, they literally passed the turn instantly. And that's the only problem. Those 3 tokens... Man, this is 3 mana, 9/9 already? Okay, this... Man, I actually got surprised with this draw. What's wrong with me? Oh boy, oh boy. I know this is a lot of value, but I need to get rid of something. Multiverse? Those things can be really scary. And we'll go into their upkeep, in case they're trying to do something. I could also bounce it, like, completely, but then they replay it and I don't think it's worth it. I really want to get rid of it permanently. And we have Liliana every turn, so we will try to play it like this. No draw for you, my friend. Let's get rid of Oculus. Please go away. This is a very bad tap. Not sure why would ever tap like this, but what's done is done. No way. Please. No way. Okay. Return. Alright. Cool. I guess the last card was a good one. It's until end of the turn, right? Oh, at the beginning. Man, this was as perfect as it ever gets for them. However, maybe we can survive. Alright, this card is insane. If you don't kill it in one turn, it takes over the whole game. I have a lot of removal, but I didn't draw it. I guess I'm not very good at the game in the end. We have to go with Shelly right now. This is getting scary, man. We had whole game under control. Man, we survived turn 3 Atali, but not turn 5 Oculus. Man, it's crazy because I have so much removal in this deck. It's basically like half of removal. Sure. Let's get more. I guess we have Deadly Cover-Up. So maybe you can draw into this. We could go double Annex, but I think we die, right? This is 5 damage. Yeah, so I think we actually have to go like this, which is not exactly what I wanted to do. But it's fine, so you know, it's a start. It's definitely a start, and it's probably the end. Because our opponent is drawing 3 cards a turn with no mana investment right now. What are you? Manifest Dread. Another one. Alright. Did they actually... Okay, that was the alternate choice. I thought they surveilled and it was like, well, this is exactly the best card of your deck. So we need to kinda defend against this. This might get rough really quickly. But at least we are getting the demon. Oh my god, can I please draw removal? No way. Alright, I think at this point we literally go chamber, or whatever you are called, the Unholy Annex, into, you guessed it, Unholy Annex. And we need to survive at least one turn with this, because in like 1 or 2 turns we will fully stabilize, and we're okay. But we just need to survive this one moment. And man, we're actually life gaining so much. Man, we are life gaining from this and from Shelly. What are you doing again, you monster? Double Oculus, sure. Back to 21, that's a start, that's a start. Just please don't draw anything busted for a single turn. I believe in you, I know you can do it. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Yeah, I think Deadly Cover-Up can be an alternate way to win this game. And the demon is definitely... I mean, we keep it. If they don't pressure enough with all the creatures, we can actually ignore it. I think they should attack. I probably won't block. I guess I can make a new demon, but it costs so much. Oh my god, bro, please. Please. Alright. Soon they will actually be able to pay the cost at the end step and face up everything. Alright, this is something. This is something. The first card. We can get the demon, but I probably don't want to. Can I kill him in some way? Probably not, honestly. I could get Shelly, but they will just block with one of the creatures, and that's so underwhelming. I think what we'll do is start with this. We go with this guy. So we need to lower the width of the board, basically, so we can maybe survive one or two extra, because they are soon dying. Like, we're draining them so hard, it's crazy. Oh no. Please stop. What are you? That's Galta? Okay, sure. That's a random Galta, out of nowhere. We're still hitting the Shrieker, so at least we should get this part, but this is a lot of extra damage that I'll be honest, I didn't really account for a random Galta in the board. So, maybe we can make another demon if we want with 3 steps ahead. I could also get another demon with this, but then... No, it's better to go for this one. Oh boy. Guys, we need to survive. We can draw some extra cards with this, so hopefully that will be enough. Don't forget we are life gaining with Shelly and with the demon. Can I please draw one of my removal spells? Oh my god, like I have so many of them. Yeah, I know I drew one, but it's one. Like, we have also double deadly cover up in the deck. Alright, so we have to survive this turn somehow. I can draw 2 cards. Up to 1 target non to its owner's hand. So I guess we're manifesting Dread. I need to win this, man. This is so much damage already. And this is kinda their last play. If we can survive it, we'll win the game. So I can make a token of this. Man, it's kinda expensive. We could also just counter it. Good old way. And it's bad. Oh my god, I can counter it and create a token? Right? Am I capable of those feats? Yes. Yes, this is perfect mana, and it sets us up for extra 6 toughness. Our opponent already used the card. Man, I cannot believe this. Double Oculus and Galta? Not enough for some demons in nearly top 100 Mythic. Alright, let's sit. We're going first. A lot of anti-removal. We don't have too many lands. A bit risky hand. It will be fully decided on the shuffle, because if we mess next to lands, well, it hurts. If we hit it, that's really good. Man, the shuffle really is on our side today, at least in this game. With 2 extra land, I think we kinda fix it. Cool. That's nice. This is card you really want to remove because it pumps itself before attacking, so the whale will never get its value. And we really want to get into this 5 mana. We have very few cards. We need to, you know, get the value from them. And I'll be honest, after saying about the value, I need to get rid of this as soon as possible. Like, this is extremely scary card. So we will make a token, then Fountainport, Hidetsugu probably, and we probably want to get... they can already do it, but they cannot attack on the same turn. So shouldn't make a difference here. It doesn't give ward. Like, it was old, like long time ago. Then warding wasn't like on everything. So sure. I could also kill this. I will try to go for the value route. Okay, thank you. Man, this is actually something. So I can go this, start drawing cards, then we play demon on the next turn, or go with this one. Originally I wanted to just use this demon, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. And here we go. Oh man, extra value on every turn. Like this is what we like on this channel. Evangelist, very good card, extremely slow one. So for this reason, I think we will go with the vendor, so it doesn't amplify Evangelist. Hopefully that will be their full turn here. And we can trade fish against this, very nice. Alright, you got your stuff. You got your stuff. Let's play a land. So we can get the demon. We could try to fish for something better. This is awkward amount of mana. This is a bit risky play, but don't forget we are life gaining instantly. By the way, this is a token, so you can sacrifice it to Fountainport. And I mean, instead of paying life, we are gaining life. And this is the cool part about this card. You can actually not use demons at all, and it fuels itself basically. And 6/6 is very hard to, you know, remove for most of the decks. Alright, they will go for this on the next turn. That's scary. Like, look how wide they are going. Well, I wish we could hit this Duress earlier. Well, this was in the hand. Alright. We need to make it work. They can pump so much here. I think we'll go with this and see what we can hit. Probably Duress will go on top. A cut down. Very interesting card. Very interesting card, but we want to use it earlier probably. I will go like this probably. I think we can win, but I need to play it smart, and I'm not sure if I can. Listen, I'm honest here, alright? And we could cut down one of them. A vendor would be such a juicy target. I think they cannot kill us yet. I'll try to pressure them. This should help a little bit. Okay, if we get chomp blockers, that's great. That's really good. And let's start gaining life. I didn't think it through very much. See, this is exactly what I meant. I wasn't capable of the smart play. I did the usual one. So, vendor. Well, those will pump a lot. However... Okay, so what do you do? Create a token. So that's kinda it. Those are their plays. So we can get rid of the vendor, so the sorcerer roar are slower, but they already are paying 1 mana on this turn. So I think instead we'll do this. The rest won't hit anything, unfortunately. And now we will start to pressure them with, well, this is definitely scary. Amber creature. Oh my god, I need to hit a sweeper, I think. Like, we can tank some damage, but not too much, and we know that the next draw is not very great. And there's nothing I can do about this on this turn. Alright. So they will go for this if they have the... They need to hit an untapped land from the top. Otherwise, they're not doing the thing. So we can make 2 tokens for a grand total of 5 creatures that can block. I mean, that kinda counters everything except 1 creature. Or we can go for the demon. You know what? Drawing extra cards is super sweet here. We won't be able to get all the value. We can just go for another demon, maybe? I'm sure we'll draw something. Easy. Don't you worry. Oh, we can make another demon and just get all of this. It's not a bad deal. Alright. Absolutely going all in. And I think that should be enough. Like, we need to kinda be defensive because of insane pressure this provides. Alright. Gaining 4 life a turn and dealing 4 damage a turn. I like it. That's how we do it. Virtue, I think it's GG. It's too slow. Like, they will miss 1 full turn on this, and they needed this turn. Yep. Man, this is so cool. Like, I'm gaining so much life every turn. I can attack and some of the damage goes through, but not all of it. Right? Because they will block those 2. Nah. I'm winning this one, my friend. So, we can deal 5 damage, and then it's 9 damage total, and then we might die if this goes through. So it's not worth it. It's completely not worth it. So this is 3, 3, Do you think Duress is important? Like, they really paid everything, so this could be something. I will try. Probably a miss, but I will try. Inspector. It gives us information what to expect as well. So they need to block 2 then. And if we are lacking 2 damage after this, this will hit. They're at 7, they're at 3. That's not enough. If we attack, so I think it's better to block here, right? Man, I need to think it through because we should have this game, but I can mess it up. Liliana creates another bat probably, and if they unlock the room, this will be so much damage on everything. And I fear that we might die if we attack. Okay, let's actually not attack here on this turn. We can make the tokens for the future turns. Now we go Liliana. We get rid of one of the creature. I think it can be Evangelist, but then they lose the buff, so it's still something. And it will hurt them on the next turns more. And don't forget, every turn we can draw something, we drain them, so it's harder and harder to kill us. Okay, well, those are the game deciding cards. All we need to do is survive this one turn. This is so much damage. See? I told you. But they're fully tapped, and I think they don't have enough. Well, year ago, I think they don't have enough. Thanks to not attack, you can see how much damage is this. And man, they actually gave up. They're attacking with the Vigilance, so they don't lose anything. Scry is something we cannot prevent here. I don't think Liliana matters at all, to be honest. So, if you like something on top, we'll put this one on top. And we can start trading against demons if we want. If we want. I don't really care about Liliana, to be absolutely honest. I know. Don't tell her, alright? But I don't. And here, we could draw a card, but it could be a whiff, so I don't think it's worth it. My turn. 3, 4. So I can make enough blockers, so yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Now we can kind of force the blocks. Alright guys, we're going with this one. We have enough mana, right? Yep, we have exactly 10. So we are attacking with nearly everything. Don't forget, so they can block perfectly everything, but they will kill Hidetsugu and Kairi. They're also risking that if we break one of the creatures, everything dies, but they do not mind it. It looks bad, but don't you worry, this is everything as we expected. We might hit something, for example a deadly cover-up from the tops. Alright, that was kinda hilarious. Let's take maybe Hidetsugu and Cut Down. I'm not sure what we'll get rid of, but there's definitely something that we will. I actually don't like the Caretaker's talent. This is such an annoying... I don't think it matters at all. And now we play Hidetsugu and Kairi. We actually have 5 extra mana. And yeah, I mean, that's how we do it. Man, this was a hard game to navigate, but we are ranking up very nicely. Alright guys, I'll be honest, on the draw, like this is a disaster. I cannot take it. Absolutely cannot take it. 3 lands, kinda okay, I guess. Yeah, I think like we're low on value, so we need to, you know, save it. Oh my god, man, I took 2 mulligans to get around this, so a little bit on the rough side. I will try to hit untap land with Sewers, because I really want this Rona Vortex open. You know, when they go absolutely crazy on turn 2 and try to kill us. Alright, this is something. We know that we want removal, right? Oh boy. Oh, this is a card. Can we ever say no to Sheoldred in this scenario? Alright, Sheoldred, you are invited, as always, everywhere. Okay, so let's see the absolute fun of getting smorged by 1000 damage. Alright, not yet probably. This will be a bit awkward because we have to kill this then with Liliana, which means we don't have Rona's Vortex open, so if they have buff, and burn together, we die. Cool. Cool. So we could also go for... No, like, At this point we kinda have to risk it. If they have good draw, they win. That's how you play against Mono Red right now. You just hope for the best. And this way at least we get rid of one of the creatures. Hopefully it's enough to, you know, mitigate their burst. I think they will kill us on this turn. Okay. You know what? With this I believe, you know? I believe. Okay, what do we discard? I definitely need a land. I kinda like the counter spell. And we definitely need to discard something. I think it's Liliana. I really like Liliana, but against double-plotted Slickshot, like, we're not getting the value. If they discarded this, I expect they have two of them. That's not great. However, if we can operate cut-downs nicely, maybe we can make it... They kinda need to go right now, otherwise they won't have enough. Really. They think they don't need it. Sure. I do not mind. So, let's keep getting rid of their hand. I don't have too much mana, so I will go 3 steps ahead. Here's the second one. And I think one more turn. So they think they can master the burst, and I'm not sure if they're calculating right. Like, Liliana is doing real work here. I'm sorry, Hidetsugu. Like, against this matchup, under double Slickshot pressure, like, we need to keep going. Alright, they're protecting this last card. So, this could be the Cardo. They have a lot of mana. I don't think we can tap. At some point we'll draw Aether land for Sheoldred into Vortex. Or they will not have enough cards. Like, don't forget every turn we are drawing. Oh man, this is something. I think we get rid of Cutdown now. Listen, very soon we'll actually ultimate them, and we are killing their creatures one after another. We basically killed 5 creatures with Liliana. Like, she is amazing, man. Alright. And here's our 5th land. Can we risk? I think we can risk it. This is how aggressive this situation is. Leyline. Was that the card from before? Feels like it. Alright, now Shelly is in the board, and they have even less time. I think they are miscalculating their game plan. I don't think it will work. They need extremely perfect draw, so they need to play double Slickshot, then go the Mick Think, so they can draw 2 cards, and then start going in chaining value. And I don't think it's enough. So I could even ultimate 3 lands, or 1 land and Leyline. Yep, that is good enough. My friend, I think you absolutely miscalculated. On 1 mana, even Leyline won't care them. And if they waste Leyline, they don't have value engine. It's kinda crazy that this is also a value engine, and we can start hitting them. Don't forget we also have Reef. So the moment that we are close to lethal, we are absolutely going all in. We have triple removal against their 2 creatures on 1 mana. Yeah, like, I think they have chosen a very bad strategy. I think they needed to go when Liliana was on like 2 or 3 loyalty, and I said that this is like the last moment they need to go. That was the last moment they needed to go. Sure. Oh man. I can remove 4 creatures, and they still need to answer Sheoldred on single point of mana, and I think we know that it doesn't work like this. And I actually want to see them try. This is their last turn, you are dead on the next one. Go! Show me! I think this guy deserved this one. Honestly, this was an interesting plan, but I think it just absolutely feels... it wasn't good enough. Like, it's too slow, too weak. And we'll force them to pay the mana for those cards. Monster Switch, sure, it doesn't matter at all. So as long as they don't draw cards, I don't mind, because both of those die. We can kill them, or we can... man, this is mere 12 damage. Oh, but I can respect a block. I can respect a block. So, we can go with Rona's Vortex here. I mean, we can just go away. It's way more fun. And they think they will block Sheoldred, which is correct play, but it's not like this. They still can play a land, theoretically, so that's why I'm playing in this way. We bounce it, we don't need to do more. And Leyline, not good enough for our Dimir. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed. Man, beating top 100 Mono-Red always feels great. And I think that was pretty interesting game overall. Oh boy, like we have so much to talk about here, and it's Dimir on top of everything, so that's so cool. Unholy Annex is one of the cards that I'm definitely trying to, like, looking forward to see it in more decks. It has a power that I didn't expect from this card, and by the way, you can always use the Ritual Chamber and just make a demon. You don't have to unlock the other part if you think that you are too low, so you can just use it as a 5 mana 6/6 demon with flying, which is already pretty good ratio. So keep it in mind, and you can always unlock it when you know that they don't have cards. You have Duresses, you have counter spells, so if your opponent has one card and you have one counter spell, you can actually just make sure that you will survive it. So before we go into the rest of the deck, because there's so much to talk about, I want to say a huge thank you to all our Patreon members who allow content like this to happen, and just we can keep Standard a little bit fresh with less Mono-Red and more cool control decks. So I hope you are enjoying it. Thank you for all the support, guys. And with this one, not only we have Unholy Annex as this main card advantage, but the cool part, we never talked about it, and I believe we never used it in the games, but one of the cool parts about Hidetsugu and Kairi is insane synergy with Sheoldred, because of course you are drawing 2 cards, so even though you put 2 of them back, you still life gain, what, 6 life, because you drew 2 cards. Sometimes this alone will win you the game. I also was very generous on Demolition Fields in this deck, and not for a random reason. You can actually, shuffle the cards that you put back with Hidetsugu and Kairi, and I'll tell you, this is usually 2 lands, or cut downs. Cut downs are also there, and you can shuffle the cards in the library, so you basically draw 3 new cards. I know, like groundbreaking brainstorm tricks. However, this is how you play with this kind of effect. You can even go with Fable Passage, and I think that's a very nice synergy, but I'm not super going heavy on this style. Hidetsugu is here to be a demon, to smooth your hand, so even though you need to put those cards back, you still get 3 new cards, so it really opens new ways to play the turn. And yeah, that's something we like. We don't really go too hard on the death trigger, but you can always put Go for the Throat, or something like Duress, so sometimes you can even hit Duress on their turn if things align nicely. You can also use Reef to mill yourself if you want to get rid of the top cards, so you actually have a few ways. And the last one is Undercity Sewers. I actually thought about it while playing the deck only, or actually after editing it, to be absolutely honest. You can put the cards on top of your library, and you know that Surveil 1 will get you basically a free draw. So those are small cool synergies. I didn't talk about them in the intro or in the game, so that feels like it's worth pointing out. And on the rest of the deck, like, the drill. We are just trying to survive, and I think Duress is in a very nice spot, because against red decks they have so many pump spells and ley lines, all this stuff, that most of the time you can still butcher their hand with this, especially if you hit it early game. Like, without pump spells, this deck does nothing. So if you can remove 1 or 2 of them, it really lowers the power that they have. And also you can get rid of the best ones. For example, the new +3 Monstrous Rage is better than Felonious Rage, so you can just leave them with the worst pump spells, and suddenly you should be ahead. And of course, with cut down Rona's Vortex, we are preparing. Like, I kinda started to appreciate bounce spells against red decks, because it seems that even if they get the card back, it slows them down insanely, and instead of going 2 for 1, you go 1 for 1, because they lose the pump spell. So it's still decent, and it's good value, and it gives you all this extra edge, because this is a bounce spell that can also be a hard removal, and getting rid of all the death triggers. Don't forget, it doesn't kill a creature, it just puts it on the bottom of its owner's library. So if you hit Mouse or Scam, they don't die, they don't deal damage, and it also kills Planeswalkers in case you hit a deck that runs them. We are a bit low on the counter spells, but we have Liliana. We want to make sure that we have control over the game, and Liliana is one of the cards that is extremely good against everything. And against control, sometimes you need this extra edge because you are running less counter spells than them. So you have this Annex that dies to get lost, and you need to get some card advantage in a way. Maybe not really card advantage, but when you have nothing and you start discarding, it really gets them going to 0 cards fast, and then you can start playing equal game, and you decide when you discard. So guys, I did enjoy the deck. I think it's really cool, and I cannot wait to build more decks with Unholy Annex. This is the card that is definitely super fun and super cool to play. And I mean, demons, I just wish that we had more demons in Standard, because it's hard to find something, especially playable. I think Sheoldred is perfect for this, because sometimes you might lose those demons to a control deck or something, and I think Sheoldred buffers it perfectly so you don't die to this. And yeah, that's it for today. I really hope you had a great fun, and see you guys tomorrow.